argue with y'all because y'all refuse to expand your emotional vocabulary. We don't. It's to provide clarity for both us and y'all dusty bitches. It used to be where men provided financially or with schmeat. Bitches can make their own self come and we can pay for our own shit. So I'm gonna need y'all to catch up on the emotional part. A common misconception about me as a clinician is that 90% of my clientele have been men. Black men specifically. And what we specifically work on is expanding their emotional vocabulary because a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't even have the words to express how you're feeling.
What's good, y'all? So when I first seen this video, I was a bit upset, a bit triggered, but a little unsurprised. And sadly, although she's a therapist, I wasn't surprised because she's a black woman. Although I had been told she's not FBA, so just putting that in there. But point still stands because she is just one of so many black women who throw on this facade, throw on this costume like they are so for empowering black people, bringing our families back together, really opening up and trying to heal our generational curses to justify their own bias, projection, and internalized misandry they really have for black men. And it makes it a bit more sick that she's a therapist, speaking so vile and condescending. If I was one of your black male clients, I would have felt highly offended. And I probably wouldn't even want to get another black female therapist because you're repeating the same patterns most black women do. As soon as men open up to you, you go back and tell what he's saying. Black men finally going to therapy and now they're in therapy and you on the internet telling them, oh, well, y'all need to get it together. You need to get your emotional intelligence. What? That's why I'm here, lady. What are you talking about? If it's not that, then it's you can't comprehend because you're too triggered or insulted by something they said or you thought they said. Or let's be real, you just straight up didn't like what they said, so you rejected it. And then use shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right so that way you can feel like you're correct. It's so funny as so many black women was hyping this video up like, oh yeah, sis, tell them they need therapy. They don't know how to talk. But the black men that do talk, like the late Kevin Samuels, who thoroughly articulated his thoughts, was dragged through the mud by whom? Black women. Now in the follow-up video, she talks about how she came off angry and aggressive. And she basically said the reason why is because she's been hurt by so many black men. I can feel that. I'm a black woman who's been hurt by black men before. However, I'm not a therapist. You were taught the healthiest ways to communicate. But you call black men dusty bitches and basically say they bring nothing to the table. And then you made some terrible follow-up videos.
But instead of healing, y'all will do anything but that. Instead of being accountable like, hey, this bitch see me, and stirred a little bit, y'all got so hurt that you contacted massa.
There goes that shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. That don't sound like somebody who's just calling for individuals to do better, as she said in another follow-up video. Because if that was the case, you would have came with a lot more compassion and empathy. From your comments on TikTok to all the commentary that black men had on Twitter, a whole different platform, you could have used that opportunity to actually listen to black men. Instead, you up here fighting for your life trying to prove that you're right. In actuality, if you were genuinely just trying to promote the bettering of black men and their communication skills and emotional intelligence, then the reaction wouldn't have swayed you either way. You would have loved the fact that you got a reaction from black men.
On Twitter, cause y'all need fucking help. And y'all wanted to argue with bitches blue till they fucking blue in the face. Some of you hoes is not gonna be saved.
Baby, do you even listen? Because I've seen way too many black men say something about your language. But you get up here again with no regard for that, yet alone any regard for how they felt about the video. Some of you hoes just can't be saved, but you have so much love and respect. This is chameleon behavior. It's disingenuous. What it really is that you're all for black men as long as they're in alignment with you. As long as their opinions align with yours. And then you got the nerve to get mad at them because somebody got your ass fired. Something else we always do as black women. Because now she flipping the script and saying, oh, well, everybody's attacking the black woman who's helping the community. Oh, me, you can't hold me accountable. Like, that goes back to my point, girl. You should have a higher level of self-awareness. Because anybody with the slightest common sense could see that that video was obviously offensive. Even just looking at some of your other TikToks, it's pretty clear you have some underlying misandry.
You know, my favorite flavor of ice cream is hardworking black man, but I can't seem to find that flavor in the store no more. And I'm trying to figure out what the fuck why. In my experience, specifically when it comes to dating, black men just off top want bitches to submit, but provide nothing.
So your daddy provided nothing? If you have any brothers, they provided nothing? Cousins, they provide nothing? Teachers, coaches, uncles, grandfathers, etc., etc. Look, black women, take this as a warning. Learn from her mistakes. And please understand that these brothers see the phony energy. Stop getting defensive when they call it out, alright? Look, you got all these men sitting on your couch. Maybe you need to go sit on a man's couch. Maybe you need to go sit on somebody else's couch. I I'm looking at the woman in the mirror. You need to look at the woman in the mirror. Egregious.